Hi everyone, welcome to the kitchen. It's been a while, but some things happen. Got a new job and all that stuff, so some life changes things. Today I'm going to make a slow cooker sausage and white bean soup. I'm going to be making it in the Pampered Chef Rock Crock with the slow cooker base to it. So it's something where if you have, say, four crock pots and you want an excuse to buy another one, there's another one. So, all right, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna prep the sausage first. Basically, it's calling for four links of sausage, browned, of course, before you put it in there. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut, I got 4 things of andouille, that's what it called for, but I also got 2 other links of sausage that was cooked the other night. I'm gonna cut that up too. But let me get you in position. All right, this is the Rock Crock, and that's the slow cooker insert. So basically, I'm just going to cut these and then just brown them off. I have the pan starting. This is a Pampered Chef knife that I did sharpen a little bit using the Pampered Chef sharpener. You're just going to brown this off, that's all. Because it's going to cook in the liquid of the soup. This is it's going to be 2 cans of white beans, some thyme, some bay leaves. You know what? I never understand what bay leaves bring to anything. I just don't. I don't know what they bring, because I don't know what a bay leaf's supposed to taste like. Now, these here are already done, so these are cheddar brats. So that one's going to be for me. What I have here is a flexible board, and I'm just going to put these in the pan to brown. You don't usually reuse your cutting boards. This is a Pampered Chef cutting board. Yum. All right. So it calls for like 3 medium carrots peeled and sliced. I'm gonna put this in. I'm gonna put most of this in, just for ease. Same thing with the onions. I'm gonna put this in, again for ease. But it asks for 3 things of, oh, there they are. Celery. One, 2, 3. Now when you do celery, let me get a knife. I like to wash it first, because they don't really, I mean, they say they do, but they really don't. So I'm gonna get a different knife. This knife here is one of my favorites from Pampered Chef. I'm just gonna chop the bottoms off. Oh, you know what I forgot to get? I forgot to get a garbage bowl. Garbage bowl and a plastic bag to put the garbage in, so it's easier to toss out. Thanks to my wife for that idea. I'm just gonna slice these a bit. Now, I'm not perfect. I don't expect anybody else to be perfect. can never get the pushing action on the on cutting stuff. I can never like force things in. So this is about 3 stalks. As you can hear, yeah, I got the sausage going. But it's going. It's doing its thing. And you can tell I'm not, classically trained or French trained because nothing's really the same size. And that's the one thing with French cooking, everything is the same size, cooked evenly, whatever. Alright, so there's my celery. Let me go check on the Alright. That's like most of the veg, but you know what I did? I went and add another vegetable. So I got some baby bok choy. Because I like it, and so does Edie. But one thing with bok choy is you gotta wash, you gotta wash it. The way it grows. Somebody did say they have hydroponic ones that you don't have to wash, but I haven't seen any of those yet. All right, there's my veg. That's really it. I'm gonna do a couple things, and then there's that. And then when I do the ready to do a sausage, I'll just put everything in and add the chicken stock, and we'll be back. All right, here we are. We're back. Now we're gonna start assembling a little bit here. So what I got in here already, there's 2 cans of beans and the sausage that I browned off. So we got that. I don't have garlic, for crying out loud. I can't believe I don't have garlic. So I'm just gonna do a lot of garlic powder or granulated garlic because you can't have too much. Good coating. Let's see, the onion. I'm just gonna dump the whole thing in there. Carrots, I'm not going to put that in, I'm not going to dump the whole thing in. I'm going to put a good bit in here. And the celery and the bok choy will go in next. Now, don't do this, do this. If you have a bench scraper, I do. I'm just too lazy to go get it. There we go. There's a lot there. I need my bay leaves. Get my recipe straight here. I don't really use a lot of bay leaves. Maybe it's something I should consider doing. says 2. I don't really know what bay leaves do. Does anybody know what bay leaves actually do? So I put 3 in. So I do have a lot of extra stuff in there. A couple sprigs of thyme. I'm using fresh thyme. I do love the way it smells. I'm gonna do there. I'm just gonna put some of that in like that. I'll fish it out in a bit. Actually gonna a little bit. I always put a little bit of turmeric when I'm making soups. It helps them be a little bit more healthy. Some black pepper. To salt, like I said, I'm going to use the salty hog here. Give it a little bit of a porky taste. May give that a quick little stir around before I do the kale. And the liquid. All right. This is a little bit smaller than a normal crock pot, but it'll do. It's 4 quarts. So what I got here is this bag of kale. They didn't have any frozen kale, so I'm just gonna stick a bunch of that in here. All right. Put my sprigs on there. Put a little bit of salt on top of that. So not really scientific. It calls for a ½ pound, but we got the other stuff in there, so I'm happy with that. Oh, the easy twist cap isn't coming off too well. Unbelievable. All right, well, we'll go into the next one. There we go. This is low sodium. Calls for 4 cups, and one of these is about 4 cups. So we're gonna have a lot of vegetables in here. So it'll cook down a little bit. Just a little bit more in there. It never cut the foil. All right. Alrighty. Be back in a few minutes here, and we'll do the. Well, you know what? Let's the heck with it. Let's do it right now. Let me get the top. Now it's 7 hours on low, or 2 or 4 hours on high. So I'm doing a combination since I'm probably going to be leaving the house in about 2 hours. So I'm going to do 2 hours high. Actually, no. Yeah, I'm going to do 2 hours low. And then I'm gonna do the rest of the time high till I get home. You know what? No, I'm gonna do this. Low. Low 2 hours. You know what? No, I'm gonna do high. High. High for 2 hours. All right, that's all there is to it. It's gonna come up to a temperature and then go from there. Y'all have yourselves a good night. Next one will be when it's done. All right, hello there. So I'm gonna just take this off here. Give it a little hit like that. Do some mixing. Get that kale in there. It's actually looking pretty good. All right, so I only really have 11 seconds to go on this thing. I only set it for 2 hours. I'm gonna set it for 2 more hours on high. Actually maybe 2.5, maybe because I'm gonna be leaving, and we'll go from there. Have a good one. Bye. All right, everybody. Here it is, it's finished. Tastes pretty good. I just had to add just a little bit more salt because, you know, I didn't taste it when I had everything in there, and I just tasted it at the end. But look out for the sprigs of thyme. Hey, there's one bay leaf.
Yum. Sausage.
So I probably should have wrapped that up into a bouquet garni, but I did not.
We don't have one.
It's gonna be hot.
Hot.
All right, everybody, have a good night, and y'all, this would be great here for a nice cold night back east. So have a good night, everybody.